Okay, this is a short video on how to create a line of best fit or a graph of standard graph based on some known concentrations with their absorption factors. So the first thing you do is copy this data table from the Google Doc into a spreadsheet. So I'm just doing copy and paste. Once I have it in there, I can just go ahead and keep it selected. I can insert a chart, and it should make a scatter plot by default, which is fine for me. I want to customize my scatter chart. I want to go into my series data. This is the absorption series, which is what I want to play with. Go here to my options here for a trend line. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a trend line. The default is linear. If I want to see how good of a fit that is, first I can show the equation. Instead of having no label, I could have a custom label that just says linear. Or I could show the actual equation. Doing that gives me my equation, y equals mx plus b, right there. If I want to see how good of a fit that is to my data, I can click on this r squared value. So all we need to know about r squared for the r purposes is an r squared value of 1, which would mean that that equation is a perfect fit for the data. Every point is on the line. The closer the r squared value is to 1, the better it is the fit. Any r squared valued above 0.9 is considered good. Right, but looking at r's, this linear fit gives us a line where it's possible to have absorption values that are positive, giving us negative concentrations of protein. That just doesn't make any sense. So I need to see if I can find another option. So instead of linear, what if I had a polynomial? Now the polynomial is a better fit, 0.97 R value, but it still gives me these negative concentration possibilities. So let's try to see if we can find something else. Logarithmic, not quite. Exponential, right? So this logarithmic one, I just need to change my axis, right? So just give me a second here. You change my horizontal axis to, come on, horizontal axis to a minimum value of 0.0, right? Whoops, there we go. So I had to change my axis because it didn't go all the way to 0. But now I get a fit, a linear, this is a better fit for my data. If I go back here to my series data, right? So I have a trend line that's logarithmic. And this logarithmic trend line gives me very low concentrations, but not 0 different absorptions. So that's what I want it to be. That makes sense. So now I have a log value equation. If you don't want to go into all that for the purpose of the lab we're doing now, you can go ahead and use the exponential curve, or sorry, the linear curve. It's fine. But this linear one does give the potential for negative concentrations because it doesn't matter logically what we need this graph to give us, which is possible low concentration values for non-negative concentration values for lower absorption values. So whether you do logarithmic or linear, you're fine, or R value is still good. Hope this video helped.